This is Newton's three laws of motion, explained by me, HDXVids. Law 1. Inertia. This law explains that an object at rest wants to stay at rest, and an object in motion wants to stay in motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. In other words, an object will keep its state of motion unless an unbalanced force acts upon it. For example, say a man, we'll call him Stickman, is driving and the stoplight in front of his car suddenly turns red. Stickman panics and slams on the brakes. Due to the property of inertia, his body tries to keep its state of motion, meaning that it will keep moving forward. Now, if he put on a seatbelt, he would have been fine, but alas, Stickman became lazy and didn't, causing him to pitch forward and therefore become injured. Stickman was sent to the hospital, but he didn't make it, and that, kids, is why you wear your seatbelt. Law 2. F equals ma. Yes, I suppose this is a formula, but it captures the essence of the law. The law is that objects with less mass are easier to accelerate than objects with more mass. For example, say Stickman attempted to roll a tennis ball across the table. He finds this surprisingly easy. Then, he tries to move a bowling ball across the table. He finds this much more difficult. The reason? The bowling ball has more mass and is harder to accelerate than the tennis ball, which has less mass due to Newton's second law of motion. And finally, Law 3. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. For example, Stickman is jumping for no reason at all. Just go with it. I don't feel like coming up with an explanation because 1. It doesn't matter, and 2. It's completely irrelevant. So, back to the story. Stickman starts his jump. As he does so, he acts upon the ground with a force, let's say 9,000 newtons, which would be sufficient enough to get him off the ground, supposing he's about 80 kilos. But with every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This means that Stickman experiences 9,000 newtons in the opposite direction, in this case, up, letting him jump. This has been Newton's three laws of motion, explained by me, HDXVids. Thanks for watching.